Hey guys, OhGinelle here. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to be talking about my second trimester.
OhGinelle is not my name, and if you must know, it's a statement, bitch!
So right here, right now, as I'm talking to you, I am 30 weeks. Yes, I know it's been a couple weeks, but I was a little busy. But here we are, 30 weeks. As you guys know, I use my Ovia app to track everything that's been going on. But to make life easier, so I'm not scrolling here on camera, I wrote everything down on a handy dandy piece of paper. So let's start from the beginning of the second trimester. So I will say one thing. Some areas of this video might get a little TMI. If you're not with it, I suggest that you just exit right now, because this is just what really happened, and a lot of things in the pregnancy, like, I didn't expect, so I'm gonna tell you guys just what I've been through. If you've been through different things, that's cool. Let me know what happened to you down below. But everybody is different. Everybody experiences different things, and this is just my story. In general, the second trimester, I felt a lot better. I guess less tired, more energy. I felt more so myself. My appetite was back. I was able to eat again. I made it through weeks 13 through 17 pretty unscathed. Like, things were simple to the point where there was even times where I forgot that I was pregnant. Like, I was living the life. Then around week 17, the very first time I sneezed and peed. Oh, it's fabulous. And then I was just like, did I just pee? Yep, a little bit came out. So my recommendation, at some point, ladies, you should start wearing panty liners, because even if you don't pee a little bit when you either sneeze, laugh, or pass gas, you're lucky. And also, it gets a little messy down there, like with the secretions and all that fun stuff. Yeah, get you some panty liners. At week 18, I went in for another doctor's appointment. At this point, I was cleared of my placenta previa, so that was great. And I overall started to feel a lot more excited because I could do grown things again and I could work out again, which is definitely something that I missed out over the last couple of weeks. Week 19, I started feeling little flutters. Do keep in mind, this is my first pregnancy, so I wasn't really sure if it was the baby or if it was gas. A couple days later, I experienced lightning crotch. Now, this is something I never heard of in my life, but it was literally sharp shooting pains shooting down into my purse. And I was just like, this is very strange. Before I go to Dr. Google, I ask all my baby mama friends, like, hey, is this normal, and has this ever happened to any of you guys? Unfortunately, one of my friends was like, hey, yeah, that's pretty common, things are just lining up down there. And after that, like, day, I didn't really feel it again for a while, so that was good. But that's definitely strange. Around week 20 is when I definitely knew for a fact that I could feel him kicking. He was horizontal and always would feel little feet on my right side. So I knew that was his feet, and I was able to start kind of visualizing his positioning and realizing, all right, those are feet, that's the knee, those are little hands. And now that he's much bigger, oh, I'm absolutely positively sure, like, you can see it now. By week 21, oh, the heartburn set in. And I try to be mindful of eating anything fried, anything too greasy, anything spicy, in hopes to avoid heartburn, because that's something that I've always had. But at this point in the game, like, there's nothing that I can avoid to prevent that. It's just heartburn. You're gonna get it no matter what you do. So yeah, yay for that. I'm not somebody who's interested in taking Tums. I don't want to be taking anything during the pregnancy. Like, I don't want to have anything affect this child in any way. So I kind of just chuck the milk or have a yogurt or wash it down with some ice cream and hope for the best. And I normally feel it the worst around 1 a.m. to 2 when I'm trying to go to bed. Around week 22 is when I really started to realize how important exercising during pregnancy is. Like I said earlier on in this video, I did have a placenta previa, which prevented me from doing so. But you know how it is. You stop working out for a couple weeks and like once you get back into it, you just feel so weak automatically. As the baby gained weight, like I started feeling a lot of pressure, and around week 22, honey, my right hip was just like, oh, it was hurting so bad. And he was like, I don't know, I feel like a point he was like just pressing down, or just was heavier or more so on this side. So I was feeling a lot of pain and pressure in my right hip. I asked my OB about it, and he pretty much just said, just keep stretching it out and keep working it out, and you'll be fine as you strengthen your core. Later on that week, I started getting these horrible Charlie horses in my calves whenever I'd wake up in the morning and try to get out of bed. And I had those as well in the first trimester. And a simple fix with that was just like I needed potassium. So I would just try to incorporate bananas back into my diet so that I wouldn't have any of those. And even till now, like if I don't have any type of banana, I swear I feel Charlie horses. All right, week 23. Whew, that's when my entire pubic bone started hurting me. Everything just felt so heavy. At this point, I was up around, what, 16 to 17 pounds. So definitely, like I said, I hadn't been working out and my core just was super weak. So I had to start wearing one of those like belly support bands. And by wearing that and going walking more and doing pelvic floor exercises, those good old Kegels, doing my stretches and all of that, it really helped to get me in a better position where now I feel a lot better. It still does ache sometimes, especially in the morning, but when you're as far along as I am, like aching is inevitable. Like it's gonna hurt. All right, y'all, about to get into some TMI. Week 23, like, oof. I am a person that eats oats and grains and stuff like that, and I had to go on a trip for work, which meant that I wasn't following my normal diet. I was eating a lot of carbs, and those tend to kind of not run through you as nicely as fiber-filled things. So let's just say I had to use the restroom. And I had walked away. I was like maybe like 20 minutes away from my hotel, and you know, I had eaten breakfast. It was ready to escape. You know, the kids wanted to go for a swim in the pool. It is what it is. So I'm like, all right, just keep walking. You'll get back on time and you'll be fine. Walk it off, walk it off. I get back to the hotel. I go to the bathroom and everything felt normal. It wasn't like a strainy situation. But when I wiped, I panicked, okay, because there was a whole lot of blood there. And initially, like for somebody who experienced spotting and bleeding in the beginning of my pregnancy, I panicked. And then like I'm trying to see what's going on and figure out, oh my God, do I need to call the ambulance? Do I need to go to the hospital? Like what's going on? I realized that that blood was not from the front. It was from the back. And that was the day I learned about hemorrhoids. Now, do I actually know if I had a hemorrhoid? No. But I also never had to look those up or figure out what they were or whatever. After that day, it bled for like that day and the next day, and then it stopped. I knew it was from there because when you put the tissue in the front and you put it in the back, there's nothing in the front. So I don't know if it was just too strong and it just broke it, or if it was like one of those internal ones. But yeah, y'all, takes stool softener take stool softeners if you need them, because I don't know what that was. And once again, I called my baby mama squad, and shout out to you, girl. You know who you are. She said, girl, it might be a hemorrhoid. Hasn't happened again since. Super grateful to not have a bloody ass. All right, so by week 24 now, I found my breasts started to get sore again, and I felt like my nipples grew even more. They started cracking and peeling again, and they ended up looking bigger. So I don't know if they just grew in phases. I hope at this point they are done, because they are 2.5 times the size of what they used to be. So that was always fun. And then on week 26, which was the last week of my second trimester, I went in for my glucose test, which I did not pass. And then a week after that, I was sent in again for a 3-hour glucose test, which I also did not pass. Come to find out, I do have gestational diabetes. Now, I am not surprised by that at all, because my mother's side of the family as well as my father's side of the family are both diabetic. I have always been pre-diabetic, but I've been able to maintain that and keep my numbers low by being mindful of my diet and working out. And it's just something that can be common, especially during pregnancy. My body's not producing enough insulin for the both of us. So I'm not gonna sit here and give you guys a whole spiel on gestational diabetes. I actually just started my diet like last week. So if you guys want more information about that, I guess as I learn about it, I can do another video talking about how I changed my diet, how I was able to control my numbers, which is the plan, because honey, I am not taking no shots, okay? I already have to test my sugar 4 times a day. I hate needles, so no, I'm not a fan of that. So I'm basically just gonna do whatever I have to do to take care of myself and make sure that this baby is okay, because I need him to bake to full term, okay? Yeah, guys, so I guess we will make a 3rd trimester video when the 3rd trimester is over, and I guess at that point you guys will be able to meet little baby. But in the meantime, like I said, leave any questions down below. The more I learn about gestational diabetes, the more I can tell you. Just work on some diet plans to all you mamas and mamas to be out there. Stay strong. This stuff is weird. It ain't easy. Alright guys, so I will catch you in my next video.